Hi. Today, in the strength of material subject, Unit 2, Lecture 7, we will discuss the topic about shear force and bending moment diagram for a simply supported beam carrying a uniformly distributed load. So, previous lectures we discussed simply supported beam subjected to the point load. For that, how to draw the SFD and BMD. So in this lecture, how to draw SFD and BMD for a simply supported beam carrying UDL, that is uniformly distributed load. You can see this figure shows a beam AB of length L, simply supported at the end A and B and carrying a UDL, uniformly distributed load of W per unit length over the entire length L. Now we need to draw the SFD and BMD. So as we said earlier, first thing is we need to find out the reactions, right? Before going to find out shear force and bending moment, you need to find out the reaction, first step. Okay, so for that you have to use the two equation. One is sum of the moment at A will be is equal to 0 or sum of the moment at B equal to 0, and second equation is sum of the upward vertical force will be is equal to sum of the downward vertical force. Right? These two equations use and you can find out the reactions value. Now you can see in this beam, the reaction at the support will be equal and their magnitude will be of the total load on the entire length. So here in this problem, it is a symmetrical section. It's a symmetrical section. So you know the externally applied load will be is equal to the resistant force. So therefore, the load is acting externally W. So this UDL, therefore you have to convert this UDL into point load. Suppose the point load will be acting at the center. Therefore, capital W will be is equal to small w into this length L. So WL will be the point load which is acting at the center point C. So WL is acting externally. So reaction will be here WL by 2 and WL by 2. Okay. So RA will be is equal to WL by 2 and RB will be is equal to WL by 2, which is resist the WL. So WL by 2 plus WL by 2 WL, which is resist the WL externally applied load. Therefore, RA will be is equal to RB will be is equal to WL by 2. That is the reaction. Next, you need to draw the shear force diagram. For that, you have to find out the shear force value. So, you know what is the shear force? You have to consider any section XX at a distance of X from the A, and you have to consider either left side or right side. If you add all the force, that will be is equal to shear force. Consider the section left side or right side. If you add all the moment, that will be equal to bending moment, right? So shear force at a section X you need to find out. So at a section X, shear force F of X will be is equal to sum of the forces, vertical forces acting left side on the section. We are considering simply supported by left side. We are considering. So here shear force F of X will be is equal to add all the forces left side portion. So one force is RA acting upward, so positive. Therefore RA is nothing but WL by 2, that is plus value, plus WL by 2. Then here you can see this W is acting at a distance of X. Therefore, W into X. Here to here the distance is X. So W is acting. So W into X point load acting at the center. Therefore, W into X acting vertically downward. So it's looking like an anti-clockwise minus, so minus WX. So left side of this section, there are two forces. One is upward force WL by 2 RA and downward force W into X, downward minus. So plus WL by 2 minus WX is the shear force value at the X. So Fx is equal to WL by 2 minus WX. So here you can see Fx equal to WL by 2 minus WX. So this is the equation 1. So from this equation it is clear that the shear force varying according to the straight line law. The equation f of x in terms of x, therefore the shear force value varies in terms of x, right? So wherever you point you need a shear force value, you can substitute the x value and you can find out. So at a point A, x value equal to 0, therefore f of A will be equal to WL by 2 minus W to 0, therefore WL by 2. Similarly, at point B x equal to L, so FB is equal to WL by 2 minus W into this distance L. So WL by 2 minus WL by 2, half minus 1 minus half. At point C, x equal to L by 2, so you can substitute x equal to L by 2, WL by 2 minus W into x in L by 2. Instead of x, substitute L by 2, so WL by 2 minus WL by 2, 0. So at point C, the shear force value is 0. Okay, at a distance of x equal L by 2. At center, the shear force value is 0. So when the simply supported beam subjected to the UDL, at support, the reaction is WL by 2, and at the center, it is 0. So the shear force diagram is shown in figure now. You can see at point A, okay, the value is plus WL by 2, it is linearly increasing. Then at point B, value is minus WL by 2, it is downward increasing. Then at point C, 0. Therefore, this will be plus WL by 2 decreasing to 0 at point C, and again in negative direction it will increase to the minus WL by 2. So this is the how we have to draw the shear force diagram. So for the uniformly distributed load, shear force will be linearly varying like this. Then you need to know how to draw the bending moment diagram. So for drawing bending moment, you have to take the sections similarly at x-axis at a distance of x from the A and find out the moment at x value equation. You can form moment at x equation. Then you can substitute at x at A point x equal to 0, at B point x equal to L, at C point x equal to L by 2. We will find out wherever the bending moment you need. So here moment at x will be is equal to, the moment is nothing but load into distance. So moment bending moment definition is take a section, consider left side portion or right side portion. We are considering left side portion, and sum of the moments if you add, you will get the moment at x. So moment at x equal to sum of the moments. So first moment is RA into x. It is towards section clockwise positive. Then second moment is this Wx acting downward into distance is x by 2. Wx is acting at center. This UDL converted to 0.1 means W into x. And Wx into this distance is x by 2. So minus this is looking like a downward. So towards section it's looking like anti-clockwise direction. Therefore minus Wx into x by 2. So RA into x minus Wx into x by 2. Therefore, RA is WL by 2 into x minus Wx by 2. Here you can see the equation in terms of x square. So it is clear that the bending moment varying according to the parabolic law. So the values of bending moment, the different points are find out by substituting the values, x value, and at A point x equal to 0. Therefore, moment at A will be equal to WL by 2 into 0 minus W0 square by 2. So F0. At B x equal to L, so WL square by 2 minus WL square by 2, so 0. So at point A 0 bending moment, at point B also bending moment 0. At point C x equal to L by 2, middle portion. So you know simply supported beam at support to bending moment value 0. So obviously got 0, 0, and the center the bending moment will be maximum. So at C point x equal to L by 2, if you substitute moment at C equal to, so W L by 2 into x L by 2 minus W by 2 into x square L by 2 the whole square. So if you substitute, you will get the value is WL square divided by 8. So when the simply supported beam is subjected to point load at the center, you got WL by 4 maximum bending moment at support 0, 0. Similarly, when the simply supported beam is subjected to uniformly distributed load, the maximum bending moment will be WL square by 8 at support. The bending moment value will be 0, 0 at A and B 0, 0. So thus the bending moment increasing according to the parabolic law from the 0 to A, to the WL square by 8 at the middle point of the BC. Again it decreases to the 0. Here you can see the bending diagram. Yeah. So at A point is 0, then it's increasing parabolic law to the center, WL square by 8. Again it will decrease to the 0. So this is the baseline. So building one positive value WL square by 8 plus, so curve is above the baseline. So this is how you have to draw the bending moment diagram. So now you can see the problem. Draw the shear force and bending moment diagram for a simply supported beam of length 9 meter and carrying a UDL of 10 kilonewton per meter for a distance of 6 meter from the left end. 6 meter from the left end. Also calculate the maximum bending moment on the section. Also calculate the maximum bending moment on the section. So you need to draw the SFD and bending moment diagram value. After that, you have to calculate maximum bending moment on the section. On this section, where you will get the maximum bending moment, that you have to identify. Okay. So as usual, so if you want to draw the shear force and bending moment diagram, you need shear force and bending moment value. If you want to know the shear force and bending moment value, you have to take the section x at a distance of x from A and consider left force and find out, add all the shear force value, you will get shear force value, add all the bending moment value, you will get the bending moment value, including the reactions you should add. Therefore, you have to find out the reactions. So to find out the reactions, what you have to do, you have to use two equations. One is sum of the moment at A equal to 0 or sum of the moment at B equal to 0. By using that one, you can find out the RA value, RB value, and then so another equation, sum of the upward vertical force will be equal to sum of the downward vertical force. By using that, you can find out RE and RB. So by using these two equations, first of all, you need to find out the reactions. So first step is calculate the reaction RE and RB. So for that, you need to take the moment at A equal to 0, sum of the moment at A equal to 0. So you just calculate the bending moment. Bending moment is nothing load into distance. I am taking at the point A. Therefore, by referring this point A, this RB into 9. This RB looking like towards the anti-clockwise, therefore minus RB into 9. Then this 10 kilonewton by UDL acting, therefore it will convert to the point load at the center. So 10 into this distance is, UDL distance is 6. Therefore 10 into 6 acting at the center. So 10 into 6 means 60 kilonewton acting at the center at a distance of 3 meters. So 60 into 3. This is looking like a downward clockwise towards the section we consider A. Therefore, clockwise positive 60 into 3. Therefore, minus RB into 9 plus 60 into 3 equal to 0. So here you can see minus RB into 9 plus 60, 10 into 6, 60 into 3, 6 into 3. Which is equal to 0. From this you can find out the RB value. Then sum of the vertical force equal to, it is RA plus RB equal to total load on the beam. Total load on the beam is 10 into 6. You can see here. So sum of the upward force RA plus RB. Sum of the downward force is 10 into this 6.4. Okay, 10 into 6. Therefore, RA plus RB is equal to 10 into 6, RB 20, therefore RA equal to 60 minus 20, 40 kilonewton, therefore RA 40 kilonewton, RB 20 kilonewton. You have found the reactions now. Now you need to calculate the shear force and bending moment values, and then you can draw the shear force and bending moment diagram. So first of all, shear force diagram you can see, consider any section at a distance of x from the A between A and C. Okay. So first of all, you can see between A and C, you have to take the section and find out the shear force equation and substitute the value here and value here, you will know shear force diagram. Similarly, if you want to draw shear force diagram here between C and this point B, here there is no load, therefore the value is constant. Wherever C point you get, that value is constant up to this point. You know that, right? So now consider any section at a distance of x from A between A and C, x distance between A and C. The shear force at the section f of x will be is equal to, just add the forces acting left side. So RA acting. Then here load is acting minus 10 into this distance x center. So minus 10 into x. So RA minus 10 into x. RA is 40 kilonewton. Therefore 40 minus 10 into x. This is the equation 1. So in the equation it shows that shear force value by a straight line law, right? Between A and C, it will be straight line law. At A, we need to find out the shear force value at A. So at point A, x equal to 0, hence f of A equal to 40 minus 10 into 0, therefore 40 kilonewton at A. Similarly at C, x equal to 6 meter, therefore Fc equal to 40 minus 10 into 6, minus 20 kilonewton. Okay, so now we can draw the shear force diagram. So at A, 40 plus 40, at C minus 20, right? So you can see here. At A, the shear force value plus 40. At C, the shear force value is minus 20 kilonewton. So in between A and C, somewhere else the value will be 0. Shear force value will be 0. So that distance we need to calculate. Right? So how can you calculate? So you know f of x equation or the section f of x equal. So f of x equal to 0 if you put, you will get the x distance, that is 0. So f of x will be 0, then you will get the x distance, right? So you know the f of x equation. So here you can see f of x 40 minus 10x, right? So 40 minus 10x will be equal to 0. So 10x will be equal to 40, therefore x equal to 4 meter. Therefore shear force is 0 at a distance of 4 meter from the A. So from the A at a distance of 4 meter, the shear force value is 0. So at distance of x equal to 0, 40 kilonewton, then keep on decreasing at a distance of x equal to 4 meter, 0. Then again it will increase in the negative direction, minus 20 kilonewton up to the point C. Then in between C and B, there is no any load, therefore it will horizontal continue up to the point B. So this is how we have to draw the shear force diagram. So now we can see bending moment. So similarly, bending moment diagram, for that we have to consider the bending moment on eddy section between A and C at a distance of x from the A. So you can calculate moment at x, that is load RA into distance x minus this 10 into x acting x by 2 distance from here. So 10 into x into x by 2. Right, so 40 RA 40 into x minus 5 into x square. So 40x minus 5x square. This is equation 2. So from this equation, you can understand that between A and C, the bending moment value will be parabolic because x square equation in terms of x square. So at A point, x equal to 0, you can substitute. Therefore, moment at A will be equal to 40 into 0 minus 0. Similar at point C, x equal to 6 meters, so substitute, moment at C will be 60 kilonewton. And at point D, x equal to 4 meters, so moment at D equal to 80 kilonewton meter. So the bending moment C and B varies according to the linear law. Bending moment B is 0, whereas C is 60 kilonewton meter. Now we can see the bending moment diagram. So here at point A 0, then it is parabolic law. At point B maximum value 80 kilonewton meter. Then at point C it reduced parabolic 60 kilonewton. Then after that the linear value. So 0 to this point increase straight line. Here there is no any x square equation, therefore it is straight line. 0 to 60. Clear? So here at point D, so you can see they're asking maximum bending moment value. So where will you get the maximum bending moment? Where the shear force changes its sign from positive to negative. That means where the shear force value is 0, at that point you will get the maximum bending moment. So at x equal to 4 meter, you will get the maximum bending moment. So that is nothing but 80 kilometer meter. So in this problem they are asking calculate the maximum bending moment on the section. Therefore, So where the shear force changes its sign, shear force was at 0, there you will get the maximum bending moment. That point will be calculated. Shear force f of x will be equal to 0. From that x equal to that value you can find. Right. So this is how you have to draw the shear force and bending moment diagram, which is subjected to the simply supported beam, which is subjected to the uniformly distributed load. Okay. So I hope you understand. Thank you.